Hi everyone. Okay, so just real quick because I wanted to record this before I go to sleep. I'm tired. I've been traveling all day. I have like two huge, heavy suitcases with me. Like it's impossible for me to pack light. I'm going to be here in New York, according to my contract, for 8 weeks. But I left Dallas around 9:30 today. You'll see some clips of just how bare the airport is. Like the airport is no hassle. Nothing open but Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and like some grab and go restaurants or whatever. A lot of healthcare personnel, you can just tell by how they're dressed and supplies they're carrying. What else? Yeah, so I landed in New York around 4 o'clock. On each of my flights, my connecting flight and my arrival flight here, maybe 25 people tops on the plane. Even on the planes, they're like, we're trying to practice the social distancing. So, sit between rows 4 and 19, but put space in between you and the next person. So even on the flights, they're not doing any like courteous peanuts, pretzels, crackers, nothing, no food services or anything or whatever. I flew with Southwest. They did offer like sanitizing wipes. No, they did not. I take that back. People came with their own sanitizing wipes, which I didn't have. I just washed my hands after I got off my flight. That's it. But yeah, so I landed and took a taxi to where I'll be staying. So for those of you that may be interested in also traveling for this, like I know the biggest like question is always, where am I gonna stay? Like this is not my first travel assignment. I've traveled before, and finding housing now it's a bit complicated just because a lot of renters are worried about, being infected from healthcare personnel. There are some agencies that are doing like a deployment type of assignment where they sign you up and they say, okay, you need to leave within the next 4 days or what have you. You'll pay for your transportation to the city up front. And then once you arrive in that city, you will also pay for your transportation to, the hotel that they'll be providing for you. So they'll provide you with the hotel. A lot of them, if they aren't offering food services, they're working on it. They're working on getting vendors and people to donate where they have food for you, because ideally they don't want you to leave the hotel or what have you. They want you to stay at the hotel. You'll get your assignments there. Like you may know what city you're working in, but you won't know like what hospital perhaps you'll be working at, what type of unit. You'll get that like the next day or whatever, and they'll provide you with like shuttle bus transportation. So that's with like a deployment, type of assignment. My assignment is more so of a traditional type of assignment, even though it is a rapid response type of situation or what have you, meaning that they are offering crisis pay rates and that they need you to arrive, a lot sooner than, sometimes they may not need you to come for like another 3 weeks or so. They may need you to arrive within like that same week or whatever. So in my case, I have to find my own housing or what have you. So it's not my first assignment, so I pretty much knew how to go about it. Some people use Airbnb. I'll list a couple places and links below for, if you're interested, you can just check it out. I will say if you are going to use like a Airbnb type of rental company or whatever, I would suggest reaching out to the landlords to let them know what you're coming for, and why you'll be renting that space, because a lot of landlords are not wanting to rent out to healthcare personnel. I'm seeing a lot of stories about how healthcare workers are coming back to places they rented and their belongings are outside. They're being abruptly told to pack their things and leave. Those are some things to keep in mind or whatever. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll have to figure out my own food later. I have a sip of water left. I'll figure that out later. Probably walk somewhere, maybe. I'm in Queens, so there's plenty of stuff around. So yeah, so that's it for today. Tomorrow is orientation, so I'll see you guys then.